Gus in Los Angeles joins us. Hey, Gus, what do you have for me? Hey, Gus. Hey, Gus. Gus, are you rehearsing?
Are you talking to me?
Hey, Gus.
You called me. I called you.
Hey, Gus.
What?
Hey, boss, how you doing?
Good, Gus. Good. Were you rehearsing what you're going to say to me? Almost had Gus.
He hung up on himself there. He did. Yeah, he bailed.
I think maybe hearing himself on the radio and then that was kind of freaking him out.
He just punched out.
Sometimes you don't have the cards and you just put them down.
Like what?
You get nervous. It's a little off-putting sometimes, the sound of your own voice coming out of the speakers.
Has anybody called into a radio show? Sports radio show? McLovin?
Only once. I think I've told this story. It was WIP in Philadelphia. They did a night where Gary Cobb, former linebacker, was the host, and he said, send in your ugliest people in sports, and I had some nominations. I don't want to call them out now.
Oh, I remember you doing this.
Yes.
And telling me about this.
I think I said anyone who's ever played center for the Milwaukee Bucks in the 1978 through 88.
No names, but you mentioned Paul Mokeski, didn't you?
No, I mean, not ugly. That's not the right word.
It's not.
Remember they always used to trot out these 7'1" guys? Alden Lister's hairline, what was the deal with that? Anyway.
They had Randy Brewer, Paul Mokeski, Jack Sikma, Brad Lohas.
I don't know, but I was 15 maybe. I couldn't breathe, Dan. I was so nervous as a caller.
What about you,
first
Fritzy?
call.
Did you ever?
I didn't call into a sports talk show, but I did call to speak to the Bangles once at a New York music station, and it was very, very cool.
So the band?
The Bangles, yeah, they were in studio and taking your calls for the Bangles.
And what'd you ask?
And they were kind of a little bit wise about it. Like I don't know if they thought I was flirting or being creepy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
go figure.
But I said something along the lines. I just had a question. Where do you come up with all these great hit songs? You know, like what's the atmosphere like? And then they would just. They kind of got me a little riled up. They had a feeling that they were saying what I wanted to hear as opposed to maybe how they really, we light candles and we hit each other with pillows, and they started making up this whole story, which was very exciting, actually. But I got a chance to speak to, like, Susanna Hoffs and the Bangles. It was pretty awesome.
Whoa.
It was a wonderful time.
Yeah. I wanted to call into a radio show, but I didn't want to wait on hold or even trying to get in and, a busy signal.
Wait, since you've been famous, you've wanted to do that?
No.
Have you ever been tempted by anything you heard on the radio? Like maybe the broadcaster that you were so fired up you wanted to call in? Or is that bad form?
It would have been bad form because then you're acknowledging that you're listening to that show. Plus, when I'm not working, the last thing I want to listen to is sports radio. I'm sorry. I've got some friends in the business, and I'll tell them that I heard that segment, but chances are I didn't.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.